If you remember installing software from a CD-ROM, you didn't just start using it, you set it up first. Most people use ChatGPT the opposite way. They start typing and hope for consistency. If you want control, not hope, you need structure. Here's the real problem. Most prompts fail, not because ChatGPT isn't capable, but because the instructions inside them have no hierarchy. Rules, constraints, and the actual task all get blended together in one block of text. When that happens, the model has to infer what matters most. And as your prompts get more complex, that inference spread increases. More variation in interpretation means more variation in output, and this means more time spent rewriting and correcting. This isn't a capability problem. It's a consistency problem. For complex prompts, the fix is something called a rule stack. A rule stack makes your instruction hierarchy explicit. 3 layers. Each one has a different job. The top layer contains your operating rules. This is your stable environment, the things that don't change, regardless of the task. Your role definition, your tone standards. The middle layer is your task constraints. This is your context layer, the scope, the limits, the trade-offs, and how you want the output evaluated. The bottom layer is the request itself. This is the execution layer, the actual task. Now, there's a fourth element most people miss. Examples. Examples reduce ambiguity more than abstract descriptions ever will. They anchor expectations. They convert tone and structure into something concrete. Stacking or layering matters when complexity increases, when you need the same quality output repeatedly. Here's why layering works. ChatGPT predicts the best response based on everything you've given it. Clear hierarchy reduces how much it has to interpret. Constraints don't compete with the task. Control becomes architectural, not accidental. One thing worth knowing is that you can store your top layer rules inside a ChatGPT project. Projects are a persistence layer. They scale structure. They don't create it. Let me show you what stacking looks like in practice. Here's a messy blended prompt. Everything is in one block with no hierarchy. The role, tone, format, and task are all competing. Now here's the same request as a rule stack, starting with the operating rules, giving a role, tone, and output format. Next, we have specified the task constraints, including the platform as linked in, with both length and structure defined. Finally, we include the task and show an example of the tone we want. Because the priorities are explicit, the model doesn't have to interpret what to optimize. It's the same topic with a completely different level of control, so your output stability can increase every time. To conclude, you don't start using a new system before setting it up. ChatGPT works the same way. For complex tasks, build your rule stack first. Include your operating rules, task constraints, the actual task, and finally, an example output. That's your starting point. If you don't want to set up the same rules, constraints, and examples every time, check our video on setting up projects. And make sure to subscribe for more AI tips for the dial-up generation.